So I'm not too far from Candlestick. There's a lot of traffic on 101, so I decided to pull off the freeway and show you an iconic spot, the Cow Palace. Still here, former home of the Warriors. They played here in 3 separate stints, twice in the 60s, and then they came back for the 1975 NBA Finals. This is also the first home of the San Jose Sharks before they got their arena down in the South Bay built. 10 world heavyweight fights. Cool stuff, and a cool spot here for a quick 49ers thought. Some people are losing their minds about George Kittle's usage, saying that he hasn't been used enough as a receiver. Let me check my notes. It's been less than 2 weeks since he caught 3 touchdown passes. He caught 3 touchdown passes, a career high, in a game against the Dallas Cowboys. So, I mean, I think a lot of this is fantasy football. I think people are just ridiculous through that. George Kittle just needs to stay as healthy as possible, be there as one of the 49ers options entering the playoffs, and everything is going to be okay. Trust me. Less than 2 weeks ago, he caught 3 touchdown passes. He's been plenty involved in the passing offense. If they need him against the Vikings on Monday night, the 49ers are going to use George Kittle against the Vikings on Monday night. There's nothing wrong with him or nothing wrong with the offense right now. They've got a lot of weapons. Sometimes he's not going to be first on the progression chart. In some games, he's going to be more featured, like against the Cowboys cover 1, as we predicted. So in the case of George Kittle, I think people are just so eager to complain about anything and everything these days. And it doesn't have to have any logic behind it. Again, the guy caught those 3 touchdowns less than 2 weeks ago against the Cowboys. So what? He had 1 catch against the Browns. The game plan didn't work out against the historically good defense. They wanted to go to Debo and McCaffrey. Those 2 guys got hurt. So I would think that George Kittle might be a bigger part of the game plan here entering this game against Minnesota. All right, Cow Palace, built 1941. Used to this is hosted the NBA Finals, the NHL. It held 15,000 people for the NBA when it was here. I mean, the world heavyweight fights. I think they have raves in the Cow Palace now. You name it. This is a cool spot on the border of San Francisco and Daly City, right off 101, just like a mile or maybe 2 miles from the Candlestick Park site. So maybe one day we'll take a look inside the Cow Palace if you guys are interested in a little bit more San Francisco history.